cones coming down. I'm out here in California this year doing some coning. The cones have been really good so far. Yeah, so it's been a productive year so far, I would say.
Right now we're completing cone collection to gather seeds for our reforestation efforts. We lost a tremendous amount of canopy and trees from the Caldor fire, and will require millions of seeds to reforest that.
Once we've determined that a cone crop is ready to collect, we potentially only have a few days to get it out of the trees.
The cones will only open for a short amount of time, and so we have like a small window to get in while the seeds are ripening, but before the cones have opened and released those seeds.
Climbers will head up the trees. Once they get up there, they'll work from the top down, shaking those cones out of the branches.
I'm gonna get towards the top, and sometimes these trees get really wide. Some of the cones don't come off nearly as easy too, so you have to work a lot harder.
While they're up in the tree, we've got ground crew working below them. They help support the climbers and help get our cones from the ground into bushel bags that we can then take to the nursery. Seed collection isn't just occurring on public lands. This is a scramble going on across the state.
We're seeing a lot of activity this year across land ownerships. The Forest Service is busy collecting on National Forest System lands, and CAL FIRE is collecting and receiving cones from state and private lands.
Our collections today will go to the U.S. Forest Service Placerville Nursery, but for cone crops collected on state and private lands, those will be delivered to and processed by CAL FIRE's L.A. Moran Nursery.
So you see it's a hive of activity everywhere in the nursery this time of the year. They're unloading the cones from the trucks that were coming. They kept coming in today.
After cones are delivered to the nursery, the seeds are extracted from those cones and grown into seedlings. Typically, once the seedlings are a year old, they're transported to restoration sites where they can be planted. We're doing this work because we're at risk of losing forests on the landscape if we don't.
We want to leave the legacy for our future generation. We got it from our older generations, they got it from theirs, and I think we have no right to spoil the forest we have for the future generations.
There's hope in these cones for future forests. These are the raw material. They're the first step that we can't possibly skip to get to climate resilient forests.